All right, jerky part 2. Let's see what we got. It's been about 6 hours and looking pretty good. You notice the color on the outside when I talked about the sugar and how it'll kind of I use the word sear, but it kind of crystallizes the outside, makes it a little crunchier. A way to test this is to take a sample piece out, let it sit and cool down. These actually will still cook as they're drying. If you leave them in there too long, then you get these charred little pieces of meat that I think Cat Williams said crispity crackly, and that's how they come out. You don't want them all crispy and crunchy like that. You want them kind of soft in the center. When I grab, let's see, a thicker piece, that one's still flexible, and that's kind of what you want. You can see some moisture that's still coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and let this meat sit for a minute and let it cool down on its own. But you want kind of that buoyant, where it's not squishy. You don't want it where the meat still feels like it's in there and it's, you know, rare, but kind of when you pinch it, firm, but yet still just a little bit tender. And they'll dry on their own in here, but folks, that's it. You know, if you're kind of curious about the timing, like I said, take a piece out, let it sit, give it about 5 or 10 minutes while the rest of it's cooking, and then try it. And if it tastes right to you at that time, shut it down, because if you overcook this, you can't go back. Kind of like getting a haircut. Take too much off, you can't put it back on. So you cannot reverse that. But you can see all that moisture. Let's see if we can get that on the underside of this one. It's still kind of, it's going to cook. It's going to sit here without the dehydrator on, and it's going to continue to cook. That moisture will still dissipate, and I'm having some jerky. So comment if you have any questions. That's a cheap, easy way to make some homemade jerky. And I've got some nice little beef snacks to have here at home. Thank you.